Hello, welcome to my quick review of the Century Dragon Jaguar E-Type, or XKE as it's known in America, Series 1 from 1961. So this will be a 3.8 litre Roadster. So looking at this thing, it's a beautifully detailed model. I've never owned a Century Dragon before. I'd come across them with regard to the Jaguars, particularly the CX-75. Modern Jaguar, and then the E-Types. So you get a nice plaque thing there, 2,142, so I presume out of 9,999, I'm not sure. And it's got the Jaguar logo and stuff there. The packaging is actually quite nice, and bizarrely enough, there's 3 mounting points where it's mounted onto its base. You can see one at the front there into the sump of the engine, and then there's 2 either side of that rear exhaust behind the rear axle line. Okay, so now I'm going to pick up on a problem with this car. It's got a slightly detaching thing, which I knew when I bought it. I got a lovely deal on this from the seller, but this is an issue with these delicate photo etch parts. I like the delicacy, and I wouldn't give the delicacy and the scale up and the detail for anything. And maybe I can find some way of getting that to sit back down. Some very tiny amount of very lightweight glue. It's obviously going into a groove in the moulding, which is a great way of designing it. So that's a start. Right, okay, looking further around the car, excellent detail. Look at those wheels, fantastic. Yeah, okay. Headlights, I love these early E-Type headlights. Inset. Now, has it got its... Yep, it does have plastic over there. I couldn't see it, but it is shrouded. The detail on there, wonderful. So, okay, now looking further around, the bonnet louvres, excellent. Paint, are they painted in? I don't think they're painted in, which they shouldn't be really, I guess. But they're not actually holes, of course. There's nowhere for it to go. I love that detail, the centre. You know, because this was a straight 6, it had a slightly raised centre section on the bonnet, which is a big clam. You can see the shut line for the bonnet there. 3 windscreen wipers, what a treat. And that's specific to these type of roadsters with quite a low windscreen, low and wide windscreen. So you couldn't cover it with 2 wipers because they'd be too tall. Excellent. And the rear view mirror is on a stalk on the windscreen there. Well, not on the windscreen, but mounted to the top rail and the dash. Look at that detail on the interior, fantastic. So this is why I was saying in my last review, which was a HPI model of the Toyota 2000 GT, it would be so much better to have the convertible version because you really see into it. But I could only buy a red one, which wasn't a real car because they only ever made one. Anyway, but this is obviously a real spec car. So I believe this is Old English white. It looks a slightly creamy white. I'm not sure how you're seeing it online, but it's a slightly creamy white, so it's very likely to be Old English white. So fantastic detail on that interior. Lovely center console. Look at that handbrake lever. Wow, and the detail on the seats, just the door cards and just everything there. Let's see if we can look down. I can see pedals in the driver's pedals down there somewhere. Let's get a look at that for you. I'm just going to illuminate a bit more. Come on. Ish. Tricky. But they're there. There's pedals there. Look, get that focus back. Lovely steering wheel. Okay, going to the back of the car. Nice Jaguar logo. Can I feel it? I think I can feel that. Yeah, it's imperceptible, really fine detail. Lovely. Again, twin rear exhaust, so that straight six, so very similar car in many ways to the 2000 GT, but with a 3.8 instead of a 2-litre engine. So yeah, do subscribe if you want to get back and see that other video of the 2000 GT by HPI. Very good level of detail. This is excellent too. So again, you've got a motorized aerial there, which on a model is better because you're more likely to knock it off if it isn't motorized. So if it's up rather than retracted. Lovely detail on the bonnet latch there. Okay, fantastic. Looking under the car, oh yeah, not bad. You've got the full length exhaust with all the detail. You've got the sump of the engine, and up the side the engine block. In there you can see in the gearbox there. And in the back you've got the trailing arms on the independent rear suspension with twin springs. I don't know whether they're twin dampers as well, but twin springs. Anyway, I don't know what the damping was on these. Probably the I'm now looking to see if they've got inboard rear brakes, because that was moderately common on Jaguars. I think XJ6s had them, but I can't tell here where the brake discs are. Let's have a look in through the wheel this way. Do I see a brake disc? I can't see through that really. Oh, and look on my finger there. I've just managed to detach the surround on the headlight, so that will need to somehow get back on. So an extra repair. So that's the problem with handling these. You wouldn't want to be wearing gloves because you're much more likely to just pick up, with a glove, but you can still do it with skin, of course. So let's see which light that's come off. Okay, that side. I have to put that back on. I mean, it might have some stickiness on it, so it might be that it can go straight back on and stay, but I'm going to have to address that after this video. Okay, great. Lovely. Very happy with this model. Thank you for watching. I've got two more British classics coming up. Austin Healey 3000 and Triumph TR4 from Spark. Lovely detail on those as well, from the same buyer, local to me. So do subscribe. I've got loads of videos, lots of 43rd, Spark and HPI, race cars, road cars. I've got 12th scale, 18th scale, and some 64ths as well. So you'll hear from me again in a week's time. Thank you for watching.